When you talk about getting in shape, shedding body fat, or building muscle, the conversation usually stops at the mirror. It is typically framed around how you look in a t-shirt, your energy levels at work, or basic blood pressure stats. However, there's a massive unspoken reality that directly ties your fitness to your personal life. Your physical performance, stamina, and overall intimacy serve as a real-time, zero filters report card for your metabolic, cardiovascular, and hormonal health. If your body is chronically out of shape, you're not just slowing down on a treadmill, you're actively placing the emergency brakes on your physical intimacy. At a purely physiological level, arousal is fundamentally a vascular event driven by efficient circulation and nervous system regulation. Nitric oxide production allows blood vessels to relax and open up, which is necessary to support blood flow into genital tissues. When you carry excess body fat, especially stubborn visceral fat around the midsection, your stomach, it creates a systemic storm of chronic inflammation, plaque buildup, and high blood pressure that damages the delicate endothelial cells lining your blood vessels. This impairs the essential plumbing, quote unquote, required for arousal or getting horny, which is why issues like erectile dysfunction in men frequently serve as the very first clinical warning sign of underlying cardiovascular decline. While in women, the same vascular damage can significantly reduce sensitivity and lubrication. Furthermore, this metabolic dysfunction disrupts the dopamine pathways in the brain responsible for reward, motivation, and excitement, effectively flattening your capacity to feel intense pleasure. The hormonal environment is equally compromised because excess adipose tissue does not just act as passive stored energy. It functions as an active, aggressive endocrine organ. Increased body fat triggers higher activity of the enzyme aromatase, which effectively acts as a chemical thief by converting testosterone into estrogen. In men, this results in a crash libido, softer muscle mass, and weaker performance. While in women, it disrupts the delicate ratio of estrogen and progesterone to lower overall arousal levels. To make matters worse, the physical strain of carrying excess weight combined with poor sleep quality, such as sleep apnea, drives cortisol levels through the roof because cortisol is the primary stress hormone. It acts as an absolute biological kill switch for sex hormones, tanking your overall drive and vitality. Beyond the internal chemistry, intimacy requires genuine physical exertion, making mechanical limitation and conditioning massive factors in overall experience. Poor cardiovascular conditioning results in rapid fatigue and shortness of breath, forcing sessions to be shorter than desired or requiring frequent disruptive breaks just to catch your breath. Structurally, excess weight shifts your center of gravity, tightens joints, and weakens stabilizer muscles, which severely restricts your entire range of motion and makes certain positions feel uncomfortable, awkward, or physically impossible. For men, excess pubic fat also creates a hidden length effect, acting as a physical perimeter that buries usual tissue at the base of the penis, making fat loss the only natural, non-surgical way to restore what is already there. Ultimately, sexual dysfunction operates in a continuous feedback loop that can either drag you down or pull you up. In a negative cycle, poor fitness leads to bad hormonal health and low libido, which reduces physical activity and drives further fat gain. However, the moment you flip the switch and improve your metabolic health, you trigger a positive cycle. As you lose fat and gain muscle, your testosterone rebounds and your dopamine sensitivity sharpens. Your cardiovascular plumbing clears and your physical stamina returns. Upgrading your health is not just about hitting targets on a scale. It's about removing the physical and hormonal brakes so you can upgrade the biological hardware that powers your most intimate experiences.